Okay, folks, listen. In this video, I'm going to show you how Lucifer lost his S equals 19 crown. So what you see in front of you right here is what started my journey into numbers. Okay? Because one day I said to myself, because I had never used any calculator, any gematria calculator or anything to figure this stuff out. One day I just said to myself, let me see what Jesus equals. So J is the 10th letter, E is the 5th letter, S is the 19th letter, U is the 21st letter, S is the 19th letter. Jesus equaled 74. So I said, okay, now let me see what Lucifer equals. And Lucifer equaled 74 also. And that is when I lost my mind. I said, what does this mean? I said, how could they have both the same number? So that is why I went on my quest through numbers to find out what it meant, and I figured it out. Okay, so let me just show you what happened, okay? So eventually I saw that Lucifer's numbers, okay, like I said, Lucifer equals 74, and all these other numbers, like this is the backwards numbers, and this is the reduced number. This is a reduced number, but this is the backward, this is the forward, and these are totals. I created this gematria right here with the totals. Anyway, so Lucifer equals 74, and that's the only number that equaled the same as Jesus. Every other number was different. See, the 74 was the only one, and that's the most important number, the 74. And the reason they both have the same number is because Jesus created Lucifer. And when he created Lucifer, he made him perfect. So he had to give him a perfect name because his name equaled 74 and Jesus is perfect. So he had to give him a perfect name. And he was so perfect, Lucifer, that the other angels thought he was God. He was able to, bamboozle them, And anyway, so there was a war in heaven, and Lucifer and his, and the angels that followed him were tossed out because they lost the war. And when Lucifer was thrown out, see, he went from being Lucifer and lost his name. He lost that name that Jesus gave him, that perfect name, and he became Satan. And look what the difference is. It's 19. You understand? He lost 19 because 19 is a crown, okay? And that's why in Spanish, corona means crown, and you know that they use the corona for the C19, okay? And the reason I have S up here as the 19th, because that's what he lost. He lost 19, Lucifer lost his 19 crown. And S is the 19th letter of the alphabet, and that's what's so important about the S. And that's why you see Superman wearing that big S on his chest. Okay? Superman starts with S, Seattle starts with S, Serpent starts with S, Snake starts with S, because S equals 19. S is the crown that he's missing. And that's why they called it the C19, because Elvis is the beast out of the sea in Seattle. Do you understand? And there's a show that started during Trump's presidency, I told you, called Station 19. And it's based in Seattle. It's all about the 19, I told you. The Corona crown, the 19 crown. And who needs the crown? Is Elvis the king. And guess where Seattle is? Seattle is in King County. Like I said, he's looking for his 19 crown. And like I said, Elvis was known as the king, right? And look at this. King, do you know what word almost equals the exact same? The only number difference is going to be this one right here. Okay? For the words the king, it equals the exact same almost as Lucifer. You see that? The only difference is this number. Instead of 43 like it is here, it's 34. See? 34. These are the only four numbers you need to look at. These are just totals. So Lucifer is 7438, 115, 43. This is 34 for the king. And Elvis was known as the king. And like I said, it's almost the exact same as Lucifer. And now I'm going to show you how important the S is and how it's connected to Elvis. Watch this. So the letter S, when you put it into the calculator, you get 19 forwards and the number 8 backwards. That's what it equals. And these are reduced numbers, okay? And this is the totals, 20 and 16. Do you know how important that is, what you're seeing right here? For the letter S, the total is 20 and 16 right here. And you know Elvis, he was born in Mississippi, which is the 20th state. And look what it says its meaning is. It's from great waters, the meaning of Mississippi. And Elvis equals water in gematria. And look at this, father of waters. That's unbelievable. Anyway, so Elvis was born in the 20th state. And then he lived and died in the 16th state, which is Tennessee. So that means that he's from the 20th and the 16th. You see that? The 2016. And I just showed you the letter S has the 20 and 16. If you think that's a coincidence, you're crazy. And the 2016 is very important. You remember Donald Trump, he was inaugurated in he won the election in 2016. And Barack Obama, gave it over to him, the presidency, 2016, the 216 number. And the 0 is a crown, 216 with a crown. And the 216th day of the year is August 4th, the day I'm telling you that Trump gets his head wound, which just so happens to be Obama's birthday. You see what I'm saying? Everything is connected to this 216 number, which I've talked about in my other videos, all the connections with it. And Elvis, he died on August 16th, 8:16, right? And if you were to look at what 8:16 p.m. on the military time, on a military clock, 8:16 is 2016. So Elvis died on a 2016 number for 8:16. Do you get it? I mean, like I said, if you don't understand, I don't know what to tell you. And look, even in the back, you see an 8 and a 16 right here. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, look, if you were to twist these numbers, 16 and then 20, 162, it would connect to my June prediction. Because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. Do you understand? Everything is connected to those same numbers, 162, 216. George Bush Sr. is born on 612, 612. It's all connected, folks. Now pay attention closely because I'm going to show you how incredible this calculator is that I created. So S, I told you, equals this, right? And now watch what I do. So what I do is I take all these numbers you see in front of you, turn them into words. See, now look, watch. See, I turned them all into words. You see the words right there? All right. And then you get a second count. Watch. See? For the letter S, now I got a second count, and look at that. It's 2160 for the total right here. Look at that. And then I took these numbers, turned them into words. You see all the words, the numbers turned into words like you're writing a check. Every number, and look what you get. Look at this number right here for the letter S. 7461. Do you know how important this is? First of all, do you know why I did this? I did a third count for the letter S because the third time is the charm. Okay, everything is done in threes. All right? Anyway, so 7461. Do you know why this letter S is so important? Because see, the name, the almighty name of Jesus equals 7461. Just like the letter S that I showed you. It equaled 7461. 7461. Now watch what I show you that has the exact same number as Jesus on the top row, 7461. Watch. The word cross, 7461. The other numbers are not the same, but just the top one, 7461. Now what is the chance that cross, because you know Jesus was crucified on a cross, 7461, you see? And even on the cross in Latin, when they wrote Jesus. Look at it, it's even spelled differently, than we spell it. And look, it still equals 7461. It actually equals the exact same as the word cross. Can you imagine? How incredible is that it equals the exact same as the word cross? Besides having the 7461 like Jesus. And like I said, that's the name Jesus in Latin. Back in the times of Rome, I don't know about now how they spell it. Check this out, okay? Like I said, I'm getting to the point here. So have you ever heard the saying, like, more or less, or less is more? Where's that? Like I said, you've heard the saying, less is more, or sometimes they'll, you could say something else is more or less, which is not the same as this, but more or less is more. Now, why am I showing you this? Because see this word? More equals the word Rome, okay? Now watch what I show you. I know I'm going all over the place. Just, it'll all come together in the end. Don't worry. So Satan, I told you, Lucifer was 74. After he got kicked out of heaven, he became Satan. From 74, he went to 55. He lost 19, right? He lost his 19 crown. Anyway, so now just look at this first row for Satan. 55, 10, 65. Satan equals the exact same, not the exact same, but just in the first row as the word less. And what's important about this word, because like I said, it equals the same as Satan right here. Because less is got the EL and the SS. EL means God, and then the S crowns. He's got two of them here, okay? And I told you it equals the same as Satan right here. And you ever heard the saying, like I said, less is more? Check this out. I am more, or I am Rome, because that's what more equals the exact same as Lucifer. You see that? Lucifer equals the same as I am more. And I just showed you that less, ELSS, has the first numbers of Satan, okay? Right here, 5510 is Satan. And why am I showing you this? Because see, if you add one more S right here and make it the triple crown, remember this word is God. So if you add God, EL, to the triple crown, SSS, what will you get? Remember, you get 74, 61, 1134. And what does that mean? I just told you, it means God with the triple crown. 74, 61, 1134. What does this equal? It doesn't equal Lucifer. It equals Jesus. You see that? You see what I'm showing you? Jesus equals EL with the triple S's, the triple crown. Do you see that? Is that incredible or what? And remember, I told you the letter S equaled 7461 in the third count. Okay? So imagine how incredible that is, that Jesus equals 7461. And when you have EL, which means God, with the triple S's, the triple 19 crown, it equals the same as the name Jesus. And remember, I was telling you that Lucifer equaled I am more, or I am Rome, and that he's the ELSS, the less. Check this out. I am SS, not the triple SS. I am SS. Look what it equals. It's the backwards of 7461. It's 6174. And this backwards number is the exact same as Lucifer. 7438. Look. I am SS equals Lucifer in the back and 61 in the front now. I mean, do you see how crazy this is? I mean, this is unbelievable. If you've been paying attention, you'd understand how incredible this info is. Like I said, it's the triple crown. Lucifer needs his S crown. Well, I should say Satan needs the S crown to become Lucifer. And you know the show Lucifer, which came out a few years back? I don't know, like 5 years ago. I can't remember exactly when. You see this guy? What's his name? So the actor who plays Lucifer is a guy named Tom Ellis. You see, it almost sounds like Elvis. You see that? Look how close that is to Elvis. And that guy's full name is Thomas, not Tom, right? And Thomas means twin. And remember, Elvis had an identical twin that supposedly died at birth. And I'm going to play you a quick clip. And by the way, the quality is no good, but I'm going to play a clip from this Lucifer show. Listen to what they say.
Well, obviously knew it had to be a lie.
Did he claim he's friends with Elvis? Because for one, the king's still alive and I'm the only one who knows where.
Well, obviously knew it had to be a lie.
Did he